Hi, my name is Nicole, and this is the CK Diary Podcast. I hope you guys are having a great week. As you can see, if you followed me on Instagram, you already know I got my new chair in. I'm very excited about it. I have my lighting fixture that I need to put up, and then there's a couple of things I want to add to the walls, and then my yarn room will be finished. I am so excited. Today I am not drinking tea, I am drinking my kombucha. I haven't even opened it yet, but I will do that soon. I do not have any finished objects to share with you today, but I have a lot of whips, so buckle in and let's look at them now. The first thing I'm going to show you is the Mexico Sunset Shawl test knit that I'm doing for Jen. I will have all of this information linked down below. I am loving the way it is turning out. It is such a fun knit, mostly vanilla knitting, but just enough other things to keep some interest. I don't want to give anything in the pattern away. So this has been so much fun to knit up. I am using DK weight yarn. It's from Hobby Lobby. I believe it's 50% cotton, 50% viscose from bamboo. And I am using ChiaoGoo size 7s, 4.5 millimeter. And I think I'm using 32-inch circulars. And I am keeping it in this super cute bag. Ooh, can you see it? From Twice Your Cheap. I got this from the Maggie Valley Yarn Shop, but they sell it online as well. All right. I also I've got a lot of socks going. I think I'm missing one. Oh, I am. I'll have to go find that. I'll do that in just a minute. All right, so this is the finished sock I showed you last week. This is the Roller Rink sock set. Whoop. From ALC Yarns. So cute. I talked about it last week about how I decided to just do the toe with the main color because I really liked almost that bullseye looking, that bullseye looking effect that it had. All right. I have started the next sock. I've got the cuff and most of the leg done. Let's see. I have got 3 rounds left until I am done with the leg. Let me go try to find that other sock really quick. All right. This next sock is Ready to Flamingo, the Ready to Flamingo sock set by Florida Girl Fibers. I've already got one of these socks done as well. I love, love, love this sock set. So cute. Captured that flamingo, the flamingo gray. She captured it perfectly. And I've got the next one started. It is almost finished. Got a few rounds, I'm still working on the gusset decreases. But I should be done with those soon. I love the way it's turning out. This is the most sock whips I've had on the needles at the same time. Usually I just want to work on one at a time, but I was just really itching to cast more than one on this past week, or these last couple of weeks, I guess. And then I tried a new technique. This past week, I'll talk about this a little bit more later, but I went to Worldwide Knit in Public Day. I met Leah from Leah Loves to Knit and Jackie from Florida Girl Fibers. I met them at the Knit and Stitch Boutique in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and they were both using 9-inch circulars, and they both convinced me to try it, and I love it. I'm so glad that they introduced me to it. It has been, I was a little bit fiddly at the beginning, but I have gotten a little bit quicker at it, and I know with more practice, it'll be even quicker. and not having to set up my rows every half row, or not having to set up my needles, has been a complete game changer. If you haven't tried it, you should. It is so nice. Oh, and this yarn was gifted to me from my friend Meredith. Her Instagram is MD_Makers Diary. I'll link all of their information down below. This was from Kelly in the Middle. Let me grab the tag really quick. This yarn is in the colorway Amore. It is a 4-ply fingering weight yarn. It is 437 yards at 100 grams, and it is hand dyed in the USA by Kelly in the Middle. And let me try to give you a really good close-up of this yarn. So when I first got it, I thought it was just red and pink, but it has all different tones of pink in it. And then it also has that red that you can see really well whenever you first look at the skein. But then there's also these like really beautiful mauvey purple colors all throughout it that I didn't even notice until I started working up the sock. It is gorgeous. All right, that is it for whips that I'm actively working on right now. So I'm going to move on to acquisitions and life stuff all kind of mixed in. So I already talked about it a little bit. I went to Knit and Stitch Boutique with Leah from Leah Loves to Knit and Jackie from Florida Girl Fibers. We went to, it's in Cocoa Beach, and we went for Worldwide Knit and Public Day, and it was so fun. They handed out these cute little bingo cards. Unfortunately, none of us really got anything on our bingo cards, but it was still fun to go participate. Knit and Stitch is wonderful. If you ever get a chance to go visit them, you absolutely should. This past weekend when we went, there was a woman there. I think someone told me that she's in charge of like the marketing maybe for the store. I don't know, but she works there. Her name is Paula. She's absolutely lovely. She was so sweet, so welcoming, and she chatted with us for quite some time while we were there. I got a few acquisitions while I was at Knit and Stitch this past weekend, so I am going to share those with you now. The first thing I'll show you is the little pin that I got. I hope you guys can see that. It is 2 little sheep, and it says Knit and Stitch Boutique on it. I noticed this yesterday, I lost my Orange Blossom Yarn Crawl pin. So hopefully that's in my car somewhere. If not, I'm gonna reach out to a few of the stores and see if they have any left so I can purchase another one. So when we first went in the store, I knew I only wanted to buy 1 skein of yarn while I was there. Obviously that didn't end up happening. That never happens. But I knew I wanted something with pinks and caramels like I talked about in last week's podcast. And I actually found quite a few great options while I was there. I wish I would have written down some of the other ones because they were really beautiful. But this one caught my eye the most. This is from Bad Sheep Yarn in the colorway Coffee Hut. It is so pretty. Exactly what I was looking for. It even has like a couple of little pops of blue, which I really love. Please excuse my nails. I need to redo them. All right, this is a 75/25 Superwash Merino nylon base. It is 462 yards and it is fingering weight yarn. But I just think that is lovely. And then I always get a mini anywhere I go to put into both of my Coziest Memories blankets. This is from Lonesome Pine Yarn Works. Let's see, it is 75/25 Superwash Merino and nylon as well. 92 yards, 20 grams, fingering weight, in the color, I believe it's, let's see, Gentleness. Yep. This is from their Fruits of the Spirit collection. It is a really beautiful blue colorway. I want to add, I have so many pinks in both of my blankets. I really want to start adding some other colors. And then that was all I got. We got there, we shopped a little bit, and then we left for coffee, and I was so proud of myself for only getting my full skein and my mini skein. But then we went back, and on the way, I was telling Leah about how I wanted to get something that kind of looked like Bluey, you know, the show Bluey for my boys, because I wanted to make them little matching Bluey themed socks. And she told me that she actually saw the perfect colorway for that while she was in there previously. And so she pointed me to it. It is from Emma's Yarn. It is on their Practically Perfect sock base. It is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. 400 yards, 100 grams, and the colorway name is April 2024. Look at that. How perfect is that? It's like Bluey and Bingo. So obviously I had to get this too. But I did pretty good. That was all I got. I was pretty proud of myself. But we had so much fun this weekend. I have gone to a couple of sit-in knits before, but it's always with women that are quite a bit older than me, which is great. Those have been fun as well. But it was really fun connecting with a couple of women that were closer to my age. We just had a really great time. We went and got coffee. I can't remember the coffee house name, but it was really good. And then we went and grabbed lunch afterwards, and it was at a restaurant that was on the water. So we got to watch the boats and look at the water, and it was really beautiful. It was just, all in all, such a fun weekend. I drove 2 hours there and 2 hours back, which is pretty much unheard of for me. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've driven that far by myself. I really think I could, and I could tell you right now. I went to Savannah for a bachelorette party, and I drove by myself. I went to Orlando once by myself, and I went a little past Cocoa Beach one time to go visit my dad, and then this trip. So literally on one hand, I can count how many times I've driven that far by myself, but it was a lot of fun. The drive was easy, and I'm really glad I did it. And I can't wait to do something like that again. I think that would be really fun. But I think I'm just doing a quick scan around. I think that's all I had to talk to you guys about this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to chat again next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.